Hello, my name is Daria Avtuch, and I'm one of the organizers of the monthly protests that have been taking place here since Russia's invasion of Ukraine. I see new faces as well as the faces of people who have become like family to me during these trying 8 months. Yes, it's been 8 months. I know we're all doing everything we can to keep going and put an end to this bloody war. Some argue that this war is pointless, but it isn't. Whether we like it or not, this war revealed many hidden secrets and colors, but it also made us stronger, smarter, and kinder, as well as brought the entire world together. When you see and do something every day, it's difficult to see progress or recognize how far you've come. I'd like to take a step back and tell you how much we actually accomplished together. Starting February 24th, when we found out about the invasion, me and my family, Yelena, Artur, and Vova Avtuch, couldn't stay silent and do nothing. We thought that we must do something, we must, and we began calling our friends here in Sacramento. Where do we go, and what are we going to do? Such phrases kept spinning in our heads. We somehow found out about the protest that was going to happen at the Capitol that night. And that is where we met Anna. This is how it all began. The next day, I dropped my college classes to devote more time to assisting Ukraine and educating the American public about the situation. My mother and I were also members of the Russian-speaking theater here, and we, of course, left after giving a speech beforehand. We organized as many protests as we could and attended protests outside of Sacramento. We wrote letters to congressmen, senators, even the president, asking them to designate Russia as a terrorist and stop the genocide of Ukrainian people, send ammunition, and close the sky. Our community started growing, and so did our crew. Svetlana Petrusha, Yana and Denise Vyatkine, Yana Tratyuk, Misha Strecha, Rita Jansen, Natasha and Kevin Block, Sergei Sukhanov, and Artak Tovmasyan. We all drew and made dozens of posters, wrote and signed petitions, and lost our voices shouting, "Close the sky." We supported our Ukrainian soldiers, mourned the victims of mass killings in Bucha and Irpin, Hostomel and Izium, Azovstal and Mariupol. We covered ourselves in fake blood and protested against mass rape of Ukrainian women barefoot. We faced hate, but we also received an overwhelming amount of support from Americans, Russians, Belarusians, Ukrainians, Kazakhstanis, Armenians, Tatars, and Kyrgyzstanis, and others. We painted our faces, our hands, and even sewed Ukrainian flags. We laid on the ground and prayed together, cried together, and laughed together. We sang songs and hugged each other as tightly as we could. Young people like me had to grow up and mature at an astonishing speed, and older generations gave us the helping hand we needed. We donated so much money that we lost count, but we know that each dollar and each cent helped save the lives of our soldiers and civilians. We celebrated the Ukrainian Independence Day and made it clear that Ukraine was, is, and will be a sovereign and free country. We received a letter of congratulations from California's Governor, Gavin Newsom, and we are honored to have Assemblyman Ken Cooley as our regular visitor and supporter. During these 8 months, we, and I, created 7 short but powerful videos that reached over 10,000 people, not to mention how many people were reached through social media posts created by each of us. Our events were covered by local television and news stations, as well as online blogs and newspapers. You and me, we did all of that, and most importantly, we've grown closer together.